Good evening. It's Monday, February 17, 2020 here in Cebu City. I'm Nico Tubo, and here's all you need to know in NewsBits tonight. Around 881 informal settlers living along the Butuanon River in Mandaue City will be relocated after Mayor Jonas Cortez ordered to identify Butuanon, Cansaga Bay, Mahiga Creek, and Tipolo River as off-limits from the public. The order was made after the Department of Health confirmed last Saturday that the samples taken from the Butuanon River tested positive for poliovirus. Tony Pitwanikov of the Mandaue City Housing and Urban Development Office said there are 8 barangays along Butuanon River with informal settlers. These are Barangay Magikay, Tingub, Kasuntingan, Umapad, Paknaan, Alang-Alang, Tabok, and Kanduman. Mandaue City Environment Office Chief Araceli Barlam said there are over 100 industrial companies disposing waterways at Butuanon River. Barlam added that there are also still a lot of households with no toilets and still dispose their waste at the river. Meanwhile, the Cebu City Health Office has already started a survey within the 5-kilometer radius of Butuanon River to identify those who have yet to complete vaccinations and those with health problems. City Health Office Chief Daisy Villas said they are intensifying their vaccination drive for all children 5 years and below. Daisy assured the public that there is enough stock of polio vaccine. Some 165 houses in Mandaue City were razed in 2 separate fire incidents earlier today. A retired judge and his wife died after they went back inside their house to rescue their grandson. Here's Kenneth Torres for the details.
A retired judge and his wife died in a fire incident that hit a residential area along Zamora Street in Barangay Centro, Mandaue City at 2 a.m. Monday. Judge Gerardo Estopa Jr. and his wife, Luella, died after they went back to rescue their grandson, Jerry Estopa, who allegedly was at the 3rd floor of their house. Mandaue City Fire Station Deputy Fire Marshal Kyle Brian Lauzon said they received the fire alarm at 2 a.m. They raised the incident to 4th alarm at 2:41 a.m. and Lauzon declared fire out at 4:10 a.m. Gerardo's brother Cesar said the fire allegedly started at the house of Erlinda Ermac Lumapas. Cesar said he was out on the street with his brother and Luella when the fire broke out. But when Gerardo found out that their grandson was left at their house, the retired judge ran toward their burning house while Luella went after her husband. When the fire was put out, authorities recovered the bodies of Gerardo and Luella approximately 10 meters apart. As of 6 p.m. today, responders have yet to find the couple's grandson. The injured persons were identified as Besmark Lumapas, Brianna Ramirez, and Ruby Buhawi. Meanwhile, some 150 houses were razed after a fire broke out at Almer's compound in Barangay Tabuk, Mandaue City around 1 p.m. this afternoon. Personnel from Mandaue City Fire Station arrived at the area at 1:03 p.m. At 1:44 p.m., the fire alarm was raised to Task Force Alpha, while the fire was put out at 4:06 p.m. Authorities said the damage is pegged at 450,000 pesos. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
16 more Filipinos were found positive for coronavirus disease in Japan over the weekend. This brings the total number of infected Filipinos on board the MV Diamond Princess cruise ship to 27 as of Monday. Foreign Affairs Assistant Secretary Eduardo Meñez said all 27 are crew members of the cruise ship which is currently under quarantine in Yokohama, Japan. Meñez said the Philippine Embassy in Tokyo is coordinating with the relevant Philippine and Japanese government agencies as well as with the World Health Organization. As of February 16, the Japanese government said a total of 355 people on board the ship were found positive for the virus. The ship is carrying more than 3,700 passengers and crew of whom 1,219 were tested. The 14-day quarantine period will end on February 19. As of February 16, the WHO said there have been 51,857 laboratory-confirmed cases of COVID-19, and the death toll has risen to 1,669. For the latest in sports, here's Kenneth Torres.
Kawhi Leonard became the first Kobe Bryant Most Valuable Player awardee as he topped Team LeBron to a 157-155 victory over Team Giannis Monday morning. Leonard scored 30 points and nailed 8 three-pointers for Team LeBron. Leonard said words cannot explain how happy he is to receive the award, adding that seeing Kobe's name on the trophy inspires him. There were also sorts of tributes to Bryant, his daughter, and late NBA Commissioner Emeritus David Stern. The Los Angeles Clippers star also have 2 NBA Finals MVP trophies after helping San Antonio and Toronto win championships. It was said that all is missing for Leonard now is the league's regular season MVP award. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Nico Tubo. Good evening.